Okay, let's stick to our guns. D4 center game. Okay. Classic beginner opening. Yeah, either he wanted to play F4 or he wanted to make a statement about F3. Okay, knight F3, interesting. So he's kind of playing like a delayed scotch. You know what? Fine, we're not gonna be too anal about it. You want to play scotch? Go ahead. We would have let you play scotch. Can I play the Marshall if they allow it? Yeah, I can try Marshall. I don't really know too much Marshall theory, but I'm sure we can make it work. Yeah, against the Rui, I was either gonna play the Marshall or Archangel's. Yeah, maybe the classical. Okay, F3. Yeah, this gotta be wrong here. Now we could think about just taking, giving this check, and then on King D2, yeah, we just take here, and if G3, we take on E4. So take. You can take here also. You can throw this in. H4, G3, take. Yeah, I want to play for the initiative here. So check if King E2, then we'll just take. Yeah, I think we can do this one. Okay, he just takes back quickly. That was probably not best. If Queen E2, then I would have had knight takes D4, Queen takes E4, knight E6 back. Oops. Well, we could have taken the knight, but knight was defended, so it would just be a trade. Okay, King E2, so we'll take this one. Now that we have this. Now we can play Bishop E3 here. Probably should. We can even grab another pawn, like knight D4, Queen takes C2. But I guess the point I really wanted to make is that, like, a lot of times people just don't defend, you know. So this might have been super risky after Bishop E3, but at this level the defense is really not up to snuff. So you guys can afford to be taking a lot of risks, you know, just playing for the initiative. All right, Bishop D3. So this looks unpleasant. This also looks unpleasant. Queen F4, King E1. So yeah, let's take here. And King will have to go somewhere, maybe Bishop E2, and yeah, we should be all right from there. Yeah, maybe I've been facing some Smurfs. I feel like I've been playing some good players. Okay, let's grab this guy with check. Just keep it simple. And then on King D2, we'll have knight F3, King E2. We don't win the queen, unfortunately. But we can play Queen G2, King E3, just get this guy out with check, and we should be good. King is going for a run. Or a little walk, I should say. Maybe just want to develop our pieces here, maybe here. Mate with a pawn. Okay, we can do it. We can mate with a pawn. No problem. Actually, I should have played b5 last move. You're absolutely right, Dor. You're absolutely right. I should have just played b5. I mean, I know you didn't say that, but that's what you're implying. Am I gonna add increment as I go higher? No, 10-0. Actually, the reason I'm playing 10-0 is because the US Championship qualifier is gonna be 10-0. And so and that's like, I think in a couple of weeks. I think that's right after Thanksgiving. And yeah, so I just want to practice the time control. Okay, GG. This is educational, not a, you know, fantasy challenge. But if we see an opportunity to mate with the pawn, we'll make it happen. Or first Rui Lopez. Wow, how about this? All right, let's do it. See, it didn't work, Mitch, because if I had played rook e6 there, he had knight takes e7, and then the king would have the g7 square. Okay, knight c3, defending the pawn. So now white is actually threatening to take and take on e5. So we should go b5 here to stop that. Unfortunately, guys, no Marshall. He played knight c3. No Marshall. So we're just gonna develop here. I'll probably play h6 and cover bishop g5. Oh, I need to update the score again. Shoot, did I miss one game or two? It's 14. Okay, I think that's 17. Castle. Yeah, actually, let's try this g5 idea, because this is one that like you can often try in these positions. Especially now that white played h3. So the idea is to go like rook g8 and g4. Okay, bishop e3. Let's push. If we take here, we have an option. Bishop will go back to e3, and then we can take on g2. Well, that looks pretty scary. We can also take on c5, and then that's kind of normal. They'll take bishop takes g4. That position I think is quite reasonable for black, because we're going to get knight d4, and that's going to be very oppressive. But this one, bishop should move back. We take here. King takes is bad, probably rook e1. Oh, now we can even do queen d7, queen takes h3. Yeah, I think we take here. If he'll take on g2. My guess is no. It's not gonna happen. It just looks so dangerous. The rook coming. It's probably bad. Bishop e3 take, king takes, rook g8 check, king h2, knight g4 check. I think it's just mating. Takes, queen h4. Game over. He takes here. 95. Oh shoot, I missed this one. Uh-oh. Takes bishop takes d5. He has a double attack. Oh, but we have queen d7. Very lucky. So we can take bishop takes queen d7. Very sloppy on my end. Very sloppy. Could have been real bad. Even there, I mean, it's not the most fun position. But it's probably okay. We do have that extra piece, after all. Yeah, I do think e4, e5 is pretty educational. Absolutely. Takes with pawn, okay. Yeah, I thought we would take with bishop, but and queen d7, you know, queen f6. Oh, he had queen f6. Oh my god, we were losing this one, guys. Oh, bummer. If queen d7, queen f6, just win the game. Oh man. Wow. Got lucky there. So it's 95. That was a really strong move. Then if take bishop takes, what to do? I would have to give up the knight on c6 somehow. Maybe just castling. But then he would be up a pawn with a very good position. Probably winning. So that means this whole g takes f3 thing, this was just wrong. This was no good. I should have just recaptured. Okay. Queen h5. Hey, Tawdry Cruller, thanks for following. We're hitting this one. Still, we gotta be careful here. I think we want to get the tempo on the queen. We don't want to let white just stay super active here. But we're up a piece, so we want to just threaten a queen trade. If the queen goes back, we got bishop takes h3. So we're in control. Oof, we should have lost this one, guys. This one was close. This one was close. This would have ended the dream. Yeah, I think this one was closer because the -8 game, like, that wasn't like white was never winning that game. Even if they knew the evaluation, they were never gonna find all the right moves. It was just too complicated. This one though, like I thought my I thought my opponent was gonna find it because it seemed like that was their idea. But now we're probably good. Yeah, maybe 2,500 without losing. That could be doable. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Yeah, he definitely didn't want to trade queens, but I don't think white had much of a choice. Okay, we can still attack, but this pawn is unprotected. So maybe just f6 here. Keeping everything solid. We'll see how far I can go. 1800s where you start facing questionable people. I don't know. I heard it was much earlier. I've heard it at like almost every level. It's like, oh, 1200. That's when you really start facing the cheaters. Okay, let's finally take this bishop. We'll take back here. Yeah, 2500 will be tough. I don't know. I've never even played Rapid online that much. Like on my regular account, my rating is like 2100 or something. So we'll see how far I even get. Oh, we gotta get up to no, score is updated. 17-0. That's right. Okay, GG. Okay, we got a classic Italian game. Gotta love it. C3. Okay, I'm gonna play Queen E7 here. Is Neil Bruce still in the house? Neil Bruce doesn't believe in this Queen E7 move, so we're gonna show him what it's all about. Well, I guess we're just gonna get normal position here. Castle. Neil doesn't like Queen E7. He thinks it's a bad move. It's not really +1, it's just the engine doesn't like understand a lot of positions where white's pawn gets to d5. But it's definitely, yeah, definitely not +1, I think. Okay, we can go here, but this one, white just defends. Let's play King H8, we'll go for this plan. There's a lot of ideas in this position, but one is to go like Knight G8 and F5, or Knight G4 and F5, or Knight H5 and F5. But it all starts with King H8, so they can move the F pawn. Alright, Knight F1. Yeah, let's go Knight G4. Kind of forcing Rook E2, and then we'll get to play F5. Yeah, I can try the G6 lines. Though I don't like playing G6 that early. I prefer like the stuff with like A6 and D6. Alright, let's go F5. Alright, opening up the rook. Very simple, natural plan. Then maybe we even go here. Although we're also threatening ideas of like takes and some rook F3 stuff. Okay, D4. I like that, fighting back. So if takes, queen is going to be hanging. Not sure we really want that. So yeah, let's just back this guy up. No problem. Just go here and just keep the pressure on the diagonal. And this is kind of the point of Queen E7. It's like you just keep this E5 square under good control. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with how to play like early G6. Okay, Knight G3. Interesting. Could go F4 here or FE4, also possible. Let's see, Rook F3 takes. A little bit adventurous. All right, let's play F4. We'll keep it solid. Knight F5. Now this is a pawn sack, but we can also think about pushing E4. If we want to, actually, I'm not sure that we do. Because if we push e4, we kind of kill our own bishop. If we keep the pawn on e5, then the bishop is always working because we'll have this pressure, even though of course we don't want to take while our queen is on the e file. See, I think I'll just take this pawn. Because e4 knight d2 feels kind of unclear. Maybe e3? Probably okay for black. But yeah, I think I just want to take here first. Yeah, Astronaut, you can play whatever time controls you want. In fact, in the dojo, which if you haven't joined, you should join our Discord. We have the ladder tournament where you can play games like 45, 30 and longer. And yeah, there's always people willing to play, so you got your options now. On Lichess, you have a lot of options to play longer time controls as well. They have like leagues and stuff. So now our idea is, yeah, maybe to play e4. Right, bishop d2 doesn't feel like the most useful move, but I think white was feeling kind of stuck. Probably bishop d3 was what white needed to do, like fighting for the light squares, hitting the rook and so on. Now we can play e4, I think, and yeah, if possible, I want to go d5 to support the pawn. Yeah, you got time. You got time, Astro Nerd. It's all about just taking your time, not rushing. All right, let's get this one in. Yeah, I agree with Brayden. I think blitz is not helpful for your chess. I mean, there's all these kids that play a lot of blitz, but like they're also doing stuff on the side. It's not like they're only playing blitz. Yeah, it's a supplement. Let's get out of the pin so we can threaten this guy. And if the knight moves, we're gonna try to break through with f3. But all these kids that play a bunch of blitz, like, you know, Gukesh and Nahal and Magnus before them, they also studied a ton over the board. I mean, these guys read a bunch of books and have solved a lot of puzzles in their life, right? It's not like they just played a bunch of blitz and got good. That's wishful thinking. So I think Nihal solved more puzzles than me. Ooh, tough question. My guess would be no. I feel like because I did a lot on ICC before Nihal was even, you know, even before Nihal was in his Pampers. I was doing a lot on ICC. Okay, we can take this one. If bishop takes f5, maybe take here. Bishop takes g4. Not so easy, right? So instead of going for these complications, my instinct is to just play some other move. Just like bringing in my last piece into the, yeah, let's just play rook f8. Let's just totally chill. And if we have more time, then we'll bring the knight around and play c6. So either knight e7 or knight d8 and c6, and bishop comes to c7. Because now that we have this structure, unfortunately the bishop is a bad piece, but the center is so good that if the bishop can come here, then it's going to be very painful for white. So that's our idea here. But it wasn't clear, right, Brayden? I mean, it was probably good, like take and then take, but it wasn't super clear, and then we're making White's moves easy. So with Rook F8, White's move is not easy. White's moves are very difficult. Okay, now we can calculate again what's happening. Take, king takes, F3. King takes. King G2. Queen F3 check. Yeah, should be good. Take. Yeah, alright, we should be good now. Yeah, actually we also just get 2 pieces for the rook, right? So we're happy. Yeah, I was thinking this one where we're not up material. And then the pawns are kind of, I mean, it's probably good anyway, but yeah, I wasn't even thinking about this one. But now I am for sure. And on king takes, I want to play F3 to kind of lure the king forward, and we can take on F5 with check. King will have to go back to G2. And then we have Queen F3 check hitting the rook. And then if King F1, Queen H1 mate. Typical resource. Rook H5 was probably completely crushing as well, Aaron. Absolutely. Okay, we got 2 pieces for the rook. We're doing good. He could take this one. It should be a nice trick, but of course we're not going to take. Alright, F3. I think now it's time to pop it. Now it feels like the moment. Oh, we can take with the bishop too, actually. Maybe even better. Bishop takes, king moves. 83. Yeah, okay. Take with bishop as well. So hard to choose. Alright, we'll take with bishop. We'll take with bishop. Yeah, I think we're doing alright here. Rook is hanging. We got knight takes F3. Everything with check. So we're probably doing all right. G2. Definitely the best move. Yeah, a lot of things we can do here. Knight H4 looks good. Taking on D2 looks good. Let's go Knight H4. I think this is the most incisive for this one. A lot of pawns. A lot of pawns. What's the goal? I don't know, 24, 2500? We'll see. Every time I see the username of A4, A Aaron, I just think Aaron. That's the only thing my brain can think about. Just Aaron. This one's nice, but this one's nicer. Alright, GG. GG. Yeah, GG help. It was a fun game. What happened in this one? Yeah, so actually, a lot of players will play h3 in these positions once black has castled, because then you avoid this kind of annoying knight g4. Because it's not like knight g4 is honestly that bad, but it's just that when black gets f5, this is a little bit unpleasant. Although even here, a lot of times the idea is to like take and d4. You know, you can get some big vicious counterplay with white, you know, using the e file. But you gotta be willing to open things up. And bishop comes out, maybe taking, maybe bishop g5, continuing actively. Okay, let's mark it. All right, we're playing all e4, e5. Oh, minimized it. There we go. All right, Italian game. I think I'm gonna go with bishop c5. I guess my real blitz rating is like 2,500 or so. Okay, a3. It's kind of a slow move. I mean, it makes sense. You create a square for the bishop. b4 is not so much of a threat, so I'm not too worried about this one. Maybe white wants to go b4, b5, so I should make sure that my e5 pawn is protected. So let's just go d6. All right, knight c3. We'll develop. And I think I'm just gonna go for a pin here. These can be very annoying. Although if white can still play bishop e2, then they can kind of neutralize the pin. So maybe we want to wait for white to play d3. All right, we'll go h6 here. Hey, Chulada. De Trucazo. Thanks for following. Thanks, Cangrejo. Nice to meet you. Okay, so this is kind of like... This is like a multi-purpose move. I mean, we're covering the g5 square, so we never have to worry about bishop to g5, but if white follows suit and plays h3, then we're gonna strongly think about playing g5 and g4. Okay, white goes b4. Just back up. See what they want to do. If they play b5 here, we can move the knight somewhere. Okay, knight a4. Interesting. He wants to take the bishop, but I think we can just probably get away with taking this one. It doesn't feel like white has done enough to justify sacking this pawn. No, I don't think so, Morphe. I mean, actually, some players will play h6 even earlier. First on either except for now. Wow, I'm very proud of my ability to pronounce first time Twitch usernames. So the only thing I would be worried about here is if white can do some like bishop takes f7 tactic, but like king takes f7, yeah, I just don't see anything working. I don't feel like white has really developed enough with a3, b4 to really have something here. So I'm just gonna be a brave little boy and take this pawn. Maybe I'll bring the knight back to g5 and trade this guy off. Why are people afraid to play me? Cool, get ready to be crushed. Okay, knight b6, we're gonna recapture this one. Thanks, Tangro. Thanks. Music is good. This is the Twitch and Chill playlist from Spotify. Twitch and Chill. No royalty, copyright free, lo-fi and related genre of music beats with hand-picked soundtracks. This playlist is better when shuffled. Created by Mr. Daniel Bardzin. 457 songs, 20 hours, 32 minutes. Okay, bishop b2. Alright, we're up a pawn now, so I don't really want to mess with any g5s, or it's totally unnecessary. We're just up a pawn, and we just need to convert the position. So I'm going to castle. Could also consider like a move like d5, seems reasonable, but playing d5 we have to be a little bit careful because then we're kind of opening up the dark squared bishop. So this is the unopposed bishop, right? This is the bishop that we don't have, because so that means we want to keep our pawns usually on the dark squares to kind of restrict the bishop. Okay, bishop d3, attacking the knight. We could go back and threaten e4 and also develop, or even think about playing like f5 and taking some space. I think I'm going to take the space. It's a little bit of a risky move, again, for the same reasons as before, kind of helping white's bishops a little bit, but we are up a very clean, healthy central pawn. So, and if they take, we go fe, and the knight isn't going to have a good square to go to, so that's kind of important here. If the knight could have like a nice knight g5 or something, then I would be much more hesitant about that. f5 is beast mode. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Morphe fan. I think it's a strong move. I mean, even if we weren't up a pawn, I think this would be the move to play. Just taking some more space in the center. Okay, he takes, we'll take back. Hey, GM Derek with the raid. Thanks, Derek. Did I say my Russian friend? It's funny. So, okay, I mean, first instinct here is just playing for activity, queen g5. We have the initiative, we can activate our queen, maybe get our bishop going to g4, some bishop f3 action. It feels very nice. I mean, we have a big advantage here, we got the extra pawn. I think we can definitely feel justified in playing for the attack here. Of course, bishop h3 might be a threat as well, actually. This knight on e1 does a good job of covering this one, so might not be so good. But yeah, I like this threat of bishop g4 and then either bishop e2 winning the exchange or bishop f3 playing for mate. I'm probably gonna play for checkmate. I think that's the way to go here. Cool, Sadan. Sorry, there's no command. Okay, c3, probably not a good move. I think black or white wanted to just cover this square. But at the cost of blocking their bishop. So no good. All right, we're gonna continue with our plan. Bishop g4. Oh, queen b3 check. This was the idea. All right, well, this is no problem. We're just gonna move out of the way. Jackson Chess, no, round robin's not starting tomorrow night. I don't know where people keep hearing that, but yeah, I don't think that was ever announced. They're probably gonna start this week, but not tomorrow night specifically. I don't know where that date came into people's minds. Okay, knight c2. Well, now it's time to just play for mates. We can even take the d2 pawn, but I don't think it's really worth it. I think we should just play to checkmate white's king. Force him to play g3 and then get the queen in. Oh, knight e3, interesting. Okay, defending the pawn with the knight. So that's gonna mean we're gonna have to challenge this knight really quick. Hey, Nick Sniper. Yeah, thanks for checking out the channel. Much appreciated. If white didn't blunder e4 much earlier, what would be your general plan as black? Well, I don't want to spend too much time, but my idea here was to either play for bishop g4, knight d4, this plan, or if white played h3, then g5, g4 would be kind of the idea there. Everyone is sus, you know, when someone at this level makes like 2 good moves, everyone is like, oh, suspicious. I don't know. I think black's position is still pretty good. I'm thinking to go rook d8 and push the d pawn here. We can also think about using our knight in one way. Oh, we even have knight d4, but no, takes, bishop takes. That's not going to work. But maybe like knight e7, knight f5, then just trying to trade off the knight on e3. Problem is he's going to go king h1, so we're probably going to have to move our bishop soon anyway. Maybe we should just be playing for checkmate. Yeah, I like this rook lift idea because now I have a threat to take and go rook g4. And if he goes king h1, then we can play rook h4 and play for mate. So key line is like king h1, rook h4, take. And then if rook g1, we have rook takes h2, king takes, queen h4. Rook f6 might be good too, but I want the option to play rook h4 as well. I heard Danya was, yeah, playing from a plane, which is pretty funny. I don't think my opponent has defended that well, though. I mean, he played this move c3 to give this check, and then he got his knight to e3. Like, that's not, like, amazing. with all due respect, I mean, you know, dude blundered a pawn here, and then this capture, I would say, was very ill-advised. I don't think this was good. So yeah, I wouldn't say white is really playing well. I mean, he might be like kind of holding on, but he's probably getting mated here. Yeah, like c3 doesn't exactly scream to me that he's using assistance. All right, queen d5. So now we can go rook g4, or we can take and then go rook g4. c3 did actually become a natural idea, though I still think white should have found something else, even if it was like f3, just anything else really. We can also go rook g4. Takes, queen takes, g3, queen h3. This is so textbook, I love it. Rook g4. If g3, then I'll go rook h4, threatening to take on h2 and go queen h5 check. It's gonna be queen e6 though. Annoying. All right, let's go rook h4. Trying to set up the mate. Premier Chess, thanks for rating. Okay, g3. So clearly, yeah, not the best move because now we can take and go for this mate. Thanks, Evan. Much appreciated. I'm just in the middle of playing a game that could go in the, Chernev book. I'm playing Chernev style, move by move. Queen's Gambit? Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot just as a show. Like, forgetting all the chess, I just liked it. Like, I would have enjoyed it even if I wasn't a chess player. I thought it was a good show.